no. Oh, dear gods above and below, please help. There's a pack of them. A whole pack. Goblins. They're everywhere. They're in the trees. They're in the bushes. I think one just bit my tail. Wait, I don't have a tail. Well, I do, but not there. That was my leg, but it feels like my tail. Stranger, you, the one with the shiny metal and look of competence. Brave adventurer, over here, behind this bush. Ouch, thorns. By the 9 hells, why is nature so sharp today? Is it over? Are they gone? Let me peek. Just a little peek. Yes! You did it! By the Saldarine and the Asmodean lineages combined! You actually did it! You chased them off like a whirlwind of heroism. Like a tornado made of steel and grit. You were the absolute embodiment of a warrior. Oh, let me catch my breath. My heart's pounding like a dwarven forge hammer. Thump, 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 thump. Can you hear that? It's loud enough to wake the dead, isn't it? Oh, you're my savior. My hero from the tales. If gratitude was currency, I'd make you richer than the dragon hordes of legend. I would honestly, hand on heart, build you a statue out of pure gold. No, wait, scratch that. Platinum, with diamonds for eyes. And it would sing your praises every dawn with a magical enchantment. That's how thankful I am. You didn't just save my life. You gave it back with interest, compounded daily. Sorry. I got a bit carried away. It's the anxiety talking. Or maybe the talkativeness. They're best friends, these two. They hold hands and skip through the meadow of my mind every time I almost die. Which actually happens more often than I'd like to admit. I thought I was goblin chow for sure. My life flashed before my eyes. Mostly just a montage of awkward moments, tripping over my own feet and spilled potions, but still. It was a very distinct flash. Allow me to introduce myself properly, now that I'm not about to be skewered on a rusty goblin scimitar. I'm Leah. Leah Shadowspark, to be precise. Half elf, half tiefling. All disaster waiting to happen. See these pointy ears? That's the elf side. Great for hearing insults whispered from 3 rooms away. These little curly horns? Tiefling flair. They get caught on everything. Door frames, low branches, fishing nets, you name it. And this tail? Swishes when I'm excited. Or terrified. Which is now both. You just saved my life. I mean, not just saved it, you preserved it in mint condition. Well, mint might be a stretch. It's a bit scuffed, but structurally sound. If lives were collectibles, mine would be adamantine. Limited edition. And you just dusted it off and put it back on the shelf with the protection spell. I owe you everything. My gratitude is like an ocean. Vast, deep, and probably full of weird fish that represent my undying appreciation. Anyway, what brings a heroic figure like you to these woods? Questing, treasure hunting, seeking an ancient artifact to stop a calamitous evil? Or just out for a stroll and happen to stumble upon the most unfortunate hybrid in the realm? Me? Oh, I was foraging. Yes, foraging for herbs and mushrooms, rare ingredients, and maybe a bit of adventure. But clearly adventure found me first and decided to introduce me to its goblin pals. Not the best first date, honestly. 0 out of 10 stars. I would not recommend it. But enough about me and my near-death experience. You look like you're traveling light. Are you a solo adventurer or part of a party? Wait, don't tell me. I can guess. With moves like that in the fight, that overhead swing, that parry, that's, chef's kiss. You must be the leader of some epic group, right? Slaying dragons, toppling tyrants, that sort of thing. Where are they? Hiding in the trees? No party? Just you? Wow, that's even more impressive. A lone wolf, howling at the moon of destiny and glory. Solitude is cool, I guess. Very mysterious, very brooding. But wouldn't it be nice to have a companion? Someone to watch your back, share stories around the campfire, help carry the loot, and, ensure you don't die of boredom between dungeon crawls? What if I joined you? I mean, as a thank you. I have skills. Lots of them. I am like a jack of all trades, but with more fumbling and apologies. But the potential is there. I swear it. Let me prove it. Please. It'll be fun. I promise no more goblins. At least, not ones I attract on purpose. Okay. Let me showcase the merchandise. The Leah's portfolio of talents. First skills. Stealth. I am part rogue, after all. My mother was a ranger. My father was a... Well, let's not talk about him. But I inherited the sneaking gene. I'm great at sneaking around. I can move like a wisp of smoke. Watch this. I'll demonstrate by hiding behind that thick oak tree over there and sneaking up to you from the left. You won't even hear me coming. I shall become one with the shadows. Engaging stealth mode. Now. Ow. Ugh, tripped over a root. Ugh. Okay, maybe stealth isn't my strongest suit today. The forest floor is very treacherous, uneven. It's plotting against me. But in theory, I am invisible. Like a shadow that stubs its toe and cries a little bit. But hey, if I make enough noise falling down, the enemies might think I'm a bear and run away. That's a tactic, right? Intimidation through clumsiness. Next, how about magic? I'm a bit of a spellcaster, hedge wizard, if you will. Inherited from both sides, elven arcane whispers and tiefling infernal sparks. It's a chaotic mix, but potent. I can cast a simple illusion to distract enemies. It's very useful for getaways. Here, let me show you. I'll make a fake gold coin appear to lure imaginary foes away. A classic distraction. By the winds of the aether, by the fires of the deep, abracadabra. Wait, no, that's too cliché. Lucio manifestus goldus. There. That's not a gold coin, that's a turnip? A root vegetable. With... are those googly eyes on it? Why did I summon a turnip with googly eyes? Okay, minor miscast. The magical ley lines must be crossed today. But imagine if it was a goblin. It would be so confused. It would stop and stare at the vegetable. Why is this turnip judging me? It would ask. And while it's having an existential crisis, we strike. Useful, right? In a creative, abstract way. Psychological warfare. Don't laugh. Or do, actually. Your laugh is nice. Makes me less anxious. It's a good sound, like a bubbling brook, but less wet. Okay, moving on. Archery. I'm an elf half, so bows are basically in my blood. It's genetic. Hand me that stick. Pretend it's a masterwork longbow. I'll shoot that specific maple leaf way up there. The red one. See it? That's the target. Dead center. Wind is coming from the east, humidity is low, adjusting for Coriolis effects. I missed the leaf. And I think I hit a bird's nest. Oh no. Ugh. And now there's egg on my face. Literally. See? Yolk dripping down my nose. But hey, free breakfast. Survival skills, am I right? Protein is essential for the adventuring lifestyle. I just delivered breakfast directly to us. That is efficiency. Speaking of survival, I am excellent at foraging. I know all the edible plants. My mother taught me the difference between a healing herb and a deadly poison when I was knee-high to a gnome. Like this berry bush here. See these dark purple berries? These are moonberries. Safe, sweet, and energizing. Watch me pick a handful without pricking myself. It requires a delicate touch. Ow! Thorn. Ow! Another one. By the gods, this bush fights back. Okay. I got one berry and a handful of scratches. And maybe a mild rash. But look at the berry. It's delicious. Here, try it. No? Allergic? or just wary of my luck? Fair enough. Smart choice. It might actually be a baneberry. Now that I look closer. Yeah, don't eat that. Good call. You have excellent survival instincts. See? We work well together already. Alright. Next up. Healing. Every party needs a medic, right? I brew potions. I've got a vial right here. Minor healing drought. If you had a scratch from the fight, I'd pour it on and poof, good as new. Let me demonstrate on this little cut I got from that demon bush. Ah! Hot, 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 hot. Too much fizz. It's bubbling over. And my hands all tingly and glowing? Wait. That's not healing. That's a light spell mixed into the alchemical base. Oops. I must have grabbed the wrong vial. But look, now I can be your walking lantern. Night travel? No problem. I am literally a beacon of hope. Just ignore the slight burning sensation. It builds character. Alright. Lockpicking. Adventurers always need someone to open chests or ancient doors. I'm nimble-fingered. Elf agility meets tiefling cunning. It's the perfect combination for larceny. Pretend this twig is a lockpick, and that hollow in the rock is a complex dwarven lock mechanism. Inserting the pick, flexing for the tumblers, applying torque. There we go. Yep, right there. And I broke the twig. But in a real lock, that piece would jam it forever. So technically, I secured the door. No one can get in or out now. Ultimate security. Okay, maybe not my best showing. But I could talk my way past guards. Charisma. I'm talkative, remember? I can charm anyone. I have a silver tongue. Well, not literally. It's pink. But metaphorically, it's precious metal. Imagine this, hero. Ahem. Hello, guards. My, what lovely armor you have. It shines like the stars above. And are those biceps? Or are you smuggling melons into the castle? Mind if we slip by? We're just harmless travelers, and my companion here is shy. See? Irresistible. Who would say no to that? But to demonstrate, well, there's no one here. Charm you? You already charmed, right? By my endless failures? That is a skill in itself. Comic relief. I keep morale high by making everyone else feel incredibly competent by comparison. Don't say no yet. I have more. I'm a bottomless well of talents. Trap detection. I can spot dangers a mile away. My eyes are like hawk eyes, but tiefling hawk eyes. Like that suspicious pile of leaves over there. Probably a pit trap aimed at catching unwary travelers. I'll probe it carefully with a long stick. Safety first. Not a pit, a mud puddle. A very deep mud puddle. And now my boot is stuck. Help, please? See, I detected it by falling in. It's the most surefire way to find a trap. If Leah is screaming, there's a trap. I'm like a canary in a coal mine, but louder and with horns. Ugh. There. Soggy, but spirited. My socks are wet. Ugh, that's the worst feeling in the world, isn't it? Wet socks. But I soldier on. For you. Okay? Animal handling. I love creatures. I have a natural affinity for nature's beasts. I can tame wolves, soothe bears, or summon familiars. Watch me befriend the squirrel chittering nearby on that branch. Here, little friend, come to Leah. I'm a friend of the forest. I have a nut. Wait, no, that's the poisonous berry from earlier. Don't eat that. Here, have a piece of pocket lint. Ow! Ah, it bit me. It bit me and ran off with the lint. Ungrateful fluffball. Ugh, it's rabid. Did you see that look in its eye? Pure bloodlust. But in theory, with a dragon, I'd be besties. Squirrels are just naturally high-strung. Dragons are more reasonable. They appreciate a good conversation. Cartography. I draw maps. I have excellent spatial awareness. Here, let me sketch a quick map of this clearing on this large leaf using a piece of charcoal I found. See? Tree here, bush there, heroic you in the middle. I drew you with extra muscles. And me as a stick figure with horns. Artistic, no? It belongs in a museum. Oh, but wait. The charcoal smudged. Now it looks like a giant blob monster is devouring the clearing. Or maybe it's a storm cloud. Prophetic art. Maybe I'm an oracle. Beware the blob of doom. See? I just saved us from a future threat. Diplomacy. I negotiate. I'm a mediator. Like now, negotiating my way into your party. Dear adventurer, in exchange for my undying loyalty, occasional successes, and constant entertainment, please let me tag along. I will carry your bags. I'll polish your armor. I will laugh at your jokes, even if they aren't funny. Demonstration time. Pretend I'm bargaining with a merchant for... That's apple in your pack? Do you have an apple? No? Okay. Imaginary apple. Oh, wise merchant. Surely this apple is not worth 5 gold pieces. Look at it. It has a bruise. Just like me. A kindred spirit. Trade it for my eternal gratitude. No apple? Fine. But you get the gist. I can haggle prices down to 0. Or at least get us a discount. But seriously, I cook too. Campfire meals? Masterful. Herbs, spices, elven finesse with tiefling heat. I make a stew that can wake a coma patient. Demo. Imagine me stirring a pot over a fire. Add a dash of salt, a bit of thyme. Oops, imaginary spill. But the imaginary stew that is left in the pot is delicious. 5-star dining in the woods. Music. I play the lute, or I hum. I don't actually have a lute right now. Lost it in a poker game to a goblin last week. But I am a vocal virtuoso. Listen, a ballad of your heroism, composed on the spot. Ahem. Oh, hero who saved me from gobs so green. With sword swings keen, you're the best I've seen. Your hair is nice, your boots are tough. You treat the bad guys really rough. See? Morale booster. Instant inspiration. You feel inspired, don't you? You feel like you could punch a mountain. Okay. My voice cracked on the high note, but the sentiment was pure. Acrobatics. Elf grace. I'm light on my feet. Watch this backflip. I call this the tiefling tumble. Oh, landed on my butt. Ah. But I bounced. I bounced back. I meant to do that. It's shock absorption testing. Everything is working perfectly. My spine is still there. Mostly. Law knowledge. I read books. I am a library of trivia. Ask me anything. Dragons? Weak to belly rubs? No, wait. That's cats. Ice dragons? Weak to fire? Or is it compliments? Actually, I think red dragons are allergic to shrimp. No, wait. That's me. I'm allergic to shrimp. Okay, maybe I need to refresh my memory, but I can carry the books. I can be your walking encyclopedia. Just one with a few missing pages. Finally, loyalty. I don't have a fancy demo for this one. I can't trip over a root to prove it. But I stick like glue. I've been kicked out of taverns, fired from guilds, and left behind by groups who said I was too much trouble. Too loud. Too clumsy. Too much. But you saved me. You didn't have to. You could have walked past. You could have let the goblins have their fun. But you didn't. I stick by the people who are kind to me. No demo needed. You saved me, I'm yours. I will watch your back, even if I'm trembling while I do it. I will share my rations, even if I dropped them in the dirt fest. I'll be the best companion you've ever had, simply because I will try harder than anyone else. Please. I'll improve, I swear. Your party of one becomes two, double the fun. Or at least, double the volume. What do you say? Partners? Really? You mean it? You're not joking? You're not just saying that to get me to shut up? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You won't regret this. I promise. You are the best. The absolute best. Now, where to? Adventure awaits. Fame, glory, gold. Or maybe just a nice tavern with a warm fire. And with me, hilarity too. It's a package deal. So, what's the plan? Are we hunting a lich? Rescuing a princess? Oh, can we rescue a prince? I've always wanted to rescue a prince. Lead the way, Captain. Oh, do you mind if I call you Captain? Or Boss? Or Your Shininess? We can workshop titles later. Let's go to the horizon. Whoop. Watch for that root. I tripped over it earlier. See? I'm already being helpful. I'm the navigator of tripping hazards. You know, my mom always said, Leah, you're going to go far. She usually meant go far away from the kitchen before you burn it down. But I think she meant this. This is destiny. Hey, do you like riddles? I know a great one. What has 4 legs, is green, and kills me? A table painted green falling from a window. Okay, I'll work on the material. We have plenty of time. Wait, did you see that bush move? I'll handle it. Take that, evil shrubbery. Oh, it was just the wind. But I showed it who's boss.